Welcome to Non-Viral News, Dateline, June 28th, 2020. Non-Viral News, where we report the dull, the inconsequential, and mostly irrelevant news. Small, unalarming factoids from around the world that you are unlikely to share and can ignore with complete confidence. We would like to apologize for the delayed posting of this broadcast, but don't actually see why we should go quite that far, and are convinced you feel the same. Our nutrition correspondent reports that dissatisfaction with online recipe or celebrity chef websites is surging amongst serious amateur chefs anxious to get to the meat of a recipe. They really want to know why they have to scroll through up to 4 or even 5 pages of nonsense about how the writer or so-called celebrity chef inherited the recipe from an ancient Calabrian relative or found it etched on the wall of a Warsaw massage parlor, and then turning these into life-changing events we are asked to wonder at before being allowed access to any actually useful information. The temptation seems to be that the recipe cannot possibly be taken seriously without a lengthy scaffolding of what to serious chefs appears utterly superfluous information. They often mention a particularly egregious example where the online writer or so-called celebrity chef thought it would add interest to a very indifferent soufflé recipe if readers were first made to read a short treatise on the breeding of miniature corgi dogs, which they seem to favour. The two groups of aliens reported in earlier broadcasts have met and have decided to open 2 orbital casinos in geosynchronous orbits, one over London and the other over Washington, D.C. Both groups concluded that while they are in the region either waiting to invade or conclude a rigorous behavioural study, there seemed to be a superb opportunity to make some money. The rapidly constructed satellite casinos have accommodation for several thousand visitors from at least a dozen star systems, requiring vastly different atmospheres, privacy, and room dimensions. In addition to the usual games of chance found in casinos around the galaxy and beyond, stakes can be placed on what will be the next witless, moronic, and pathetic utterances made by 2 earthbound individuals named Boris Johnson and Donald Trump. Getting both right in an exacta bet is only exceeded in a trifecta when the playground pronouncements of a Mr. Ted Cruz or almost any member of the British Tory party leadership is added. Our staff poet regrets he cannot appear. In a short text sent from an undisclosed location, he claims to have found a cocktail that will defend even the most compromised individuals from the COVID-19 virus, and he plans to market the recipe to gullible Texans and Floridians. This is Non-Viral News with Bob Sterry. Tune in, log on, click here, or whatever it is that you do for our next broadcast, whenever that might be.